Jussive? Jusive? Jussive? Jussive developed a very warm fire in the first week of 2018 for a game jam at the Worcester Polytechnic Institute's Game Development Club. The theme was very warm. The fire satisfies that requirement. It's a top-down survival game. The player controls this little person in a coat. Kind of cute. But although the very warm fire is very warm, the coat only slows the freezing cold, which pierces one's bones. I've been in cold like this. Cold like this changes your perspective. For that reason, the person must venture into the wilderness to gather firewood. This is one of those get-a-high-score style games, but in a dark, unforgiving wilderness. The player earns a point each second and 10 when they pick up a log. Here's a problem. See those bars in the lower left corner? The top one shows how much longer the coat person can go until the cold begins draining health. Standing in the light of the fire warms you again, refilling this meter. However, the bottom meter shows how much time remains until the fire goes out. The flow of the gameplay is, stay in the fire, gather logs, return to the fire pit to rekindle the flames, stay by the fire to warm up, and repeat, trying to keep each branch balanced until the wilderness inevitably overwhelms you and all that remains is a mauled, frozen corpse. Further complicating matters are the many brutal beasts of the wilderness. There are giant wasps that shoot from their nests when the coat person draws too close, and strange predators that try to eat you with their huge lamprey-like mouths. Yep, just relaxing by the fire. Nothing quite like a rest. If you hear this noise, a fox is about to charge. Or is that a fox? Maybe it's a raccoon. I don't know what it is, I just know what it does. Foxes don't injure the coat person, but they do steal firewood, which might be worse. There are also enormous crows that flap away from the coat person. I'm not sure what their significance is. That's just a mystery of the wilderness. Then there are the giant mushrooms. There are plenty of everyday giant mushrooms around, but some of the giant mushrooms can walk, and if you get anywhere near them, a cloud of deadly spores rains down. They stand still to trick your eyes into mistaking them for normal mushrooms, and the range of their attack can make them especially dangerous. So, why are we out in this deadly wilderness? I suspect the answer has something to do with these levitating skulls. If the coat person touches one, the situation will become worse in one of several ways. Sometimes the beasts become faster, sometimes the fire burns more quickly, sometimes there are more beasts, sometimes the cold meter drains more quickly, and worst of all, sometimes there's less firewood. There might even be more status effects. They stack, too. If they make the wilds deadlier, why touch the magic skulls? Each skull gives 200 points. They restore some health, the one method of healing that I discovered. Also, they're the only thing resembling a goal. Unlike in 8 Legs to Love, I don't think there's an ending. After many tries, I did eventually, on a run where I got hopelessly lost, collect 4 skulls, the most I ever managed, but nothing special happened. Does a skull corresponding to every possible status effect spawn on every playthrough? And would something happen if you found them all? I certainly don't know. A very warm fire is engaging and moody for a simple procedurally generated high-score chaser. I'm impressed that a video game creates such a tense, uneasy atmosphere within the considerable technical limitations of a Pico 8 digital cartridge, with this limited color palette, and with the time limitations of a game jam. What themes can we find in A Very Warm Fire? Aside from very warm, I mean. I suppose we learn the natural world is deadly and unforgiving, no place for a lone human, and are reminded of the terrifying, relentless power of extreme cold that we, in our heated rooms, can let slip our minds. The coat person's grisly death is inevitable and unavoidable. When the fire goes out, even the human's material legacy will vanish. They might as well never have existed. This is a Pico 8 arcade-style adaptation of To Build a Fire by Jack London. Nor did he think about man's general weakness, able to live only within narrow limits of heat and cold. From there, it did not lead him to thoughts of heaven and the meaning of a man's life. I'm not joking, entirely. People usually dismiss a video game like this as meaningless, but video games encode thematic content in the gameplay and context of the world presented, not only in story in the sense of dialogue or cutscenes. Anyway, of course the coat person is doomed. Humans are social animals. There should be a big group of coat people, and some would carve the wood into spears to kill the deadly beasts while gathering firewood, and we'd have food too. Next, we'd build some fortifications around our camp, but that's a different sort of video game. Yeah, you thought I'd forgotten about that Pico 8 Adventures video I did as a joke years ago? No, I always remember. They're running ads! They're running ads on my videos! I'm not running ads! I'm not freaking promoting UAE tourism, okay? That's not me! I'm not seeing a cent of this! They're running ads! If you like this video, please like it with the thumbs up button, leave a comment if you want, subscribe to my channel for more things at least kinda like this, follow me on Tumblr and Twitter for updates, and my world-famous posts, and give me money on Ko-fi. Yes, I have a Ko-fi now. I don't care if you didn't like the content, give me money anyway. Gimme. I'm kidding. Please do what you want with your money. I'd just appreciate it if you'd let me have a little bit of it, but obviously, that's your choice. Next time on Pico 8 Adventures, I'm not sure. I might never make another one of these. Not exactly a popular video subject. If I do though, it'll be about a more robust video game than this one.